Welcome to another Sniper's Hides video. Today what we want to do is present a few of the new items we're playing with for everybody out there on YouTube who's watching this. Spring's here, we're starting to shoot a lot more, and with that we have some new things we want to take a look at. The first thing, something we've been using since October of last year, is the Nightforce Beast. This is a front focal plane 5-25 scope. It's actually 2 inches shorter than the Schmidt & Bender 5-25. This is made in the United States by them. They put this together up in Idaho. This one here in my hand is the MOA version. Back at the house we have the mil version. We've been using both of these, and I have to say these scopes have performed flawlessly. I've moved them around. This particular one has been on at least 4 different rifles, and it's just been fantastic bringing it right back into center. A lot of comments online about the size of the turret here. It's not really that big. It matches up almost exactly to the Bushnell. It's a little taller because of the braking mechanism than a Schmidt & Bender, but it's about the same diameter. The plus is you have 20 mils in one turn. This is 60 MOA in a single turn. It doesn't get much better than that. We've taken these scopes out to distance. I've had the Nightforce Beast shooting out to 2,200 meters.
Bino, you have to make sure you get a naked eye shot. Hit.
Nice.
Yeah, good hit. Hit almost dead center. Got a hit.
Yep, I saw that hit.
2 in a row.
Just performed no problem at all. The glass, yeah, I know. Everybody wants to know about glass. Glass. Okay. I could see through it. It's good glass. They've added pop, they've added color. It matches up, and if you're one of these discerning, you know, I like my wine a certain way kind of guy, maybe you'll see a difference between this and something like a Schmidt & Bender. But overall, you are not going to be disappointed with this scope. It's worth every penny. Right here we have a 4-20 front focal plane mil scope. These Burris XTR lines are right around $1,000, designed to compete directly with something like Bushnell or the Vortex PST line. We just zeroed this up. We're looking at it, and we're starting to play with it. For the guys who are looking for an equivalent of the high-end scopes without spending that kind of money, I mean, we're looking at spending 1/3 of the money. These are really a good scope to look at. Burris is really stepping it up. The new line of XTR go from 1 to 5 power to a 1.5 to 8 to a 2 to 10, 3 to 15. This one, the 4 to 20, and they even have a 5 to 25 out, which retails for about $1,200. Really great options coming out of Burris. These are something definitely to look at. This rifle we have here is a Bergara rifle. This is from the Bergara Barrel people. They have a custom shop down in Georgia. They put this 308 together for me in a Cadex chassis. And this rifle we've been using for several months now, and I'm really a big fan of this entire setup. I like chassis, I like the adjustability. And this rifle paired with this chassis has just been working out great. I have a Templar suppressor on it. It's got sort of a light Remington contour barrel, so the weight's not too bad. And it's just been working out fantastic. The Bergara rifle has just been really good. So no complaints there. It's accurate, definitely sub half minute. It's dependable, and it's been really working out well for us. So the Nightforce combined with the Bergara has been great. If we manage our recoil, make sure that we're straight behind the rifle. If we put our attention into the scope and that reticle onto the target, we should be able to see the result of our shot. In good conditions, you should almost be able to see your own trace in the scope, but you definitely, in dry, dusty conditions like this, be able to see the splash of your shot. Take that splash, superimpose it with the reticle, the whole sight picture, so you move it and put the splash onto the target. That's what Believe the Bullet is about. The bullet's telling you what it needs to hit the target. We just have to listen to it and respond. That's all we're really talking about. We're talking about holding the reticle. You can do this with any scope. You don't need a holdover type reticle like a Horus. You can do it, as I said, with a duplex. If you superimpose that sight picture and you kind of burn it into your mind, then you just move it over onto the target and you can get that second shot follow-up. Now, as we said, we want to get as close as we can with elevation, so we're going to put the 14 MOA on the rifle. Windage-wise, we're going to hold the reticle. We know, based off our Kestrel and off our software, as well as experience, that I would generally be using 5 MOA, 600-yard target. We got a pretty stout wind going on here, although it is not full value. But what we want to do is we want to hold center and see the splash in the dirt. We have a nice solid berm behind the target, and so we'll be able to see the splash. Okay, center hold, 14 MOA. We're not holding any wind. There was our splash. And again, about 5 MOA. We would run the bolt and just rotate over. Impact. Good solid center hit. Grouping it really well, both in the same spot. This is repeatable. This allows us to see, measure, and adjust. Okay, so the concepts behind Believe the Bullet. What we're really doing is just using the reticle in a holdover fashion. Again, you can do that with any kind of reticle out there. You don't need a dedicated holdover type reticle. If there is some kind of graduation or subtension in that reticle, mil dot, MSR, Horus, it doesn't matter. It makes it easier because then you're reading the graduations the exact same way you would read a ruler. You fire that shot, see the result of your shot, measure it, make the adjustment, send a second round. Consistency is key. If you're not consistent on the rifle, your holds will not be consistent downrange. That's where you see people chasing the impacts. So we don't want to do that. We want to practice our fundamentals early and closer, and then when we go out to distance, we know they'll work. That's how you practice Believe the Bullet. It's just using the reticle because the reticle is calibrated to our turret and our rifle. So we want to take advantage of that calibration.